Hi there, this is a response to a video by Atheism Defended, in which he asserts that religion is a mental illness. And this is sort of a follow-up to the video I did in response to Live Life 8072, where I stated that religion isn't a mental illness. There's no evidence to suggest it is. So here we go.
That was Live Life 8082. I'll call him LL from here on. He was doing a mea culpa over putting out 2 videos about mental disorder and religion. That was his right to do that, to put those videos out there, just like it's his right to take them down, I suppose. But he was hit with immediate criticism when he put them up. In fact, people such as myself and others went over there and defended him, and then we were attacked. That's what happens when you throw the truth out there.
Well, all views will meet with opposition, true or not. The correct views are going to get opposition. Views that aren't true are going to be met with opposition.
And it caused all kinds of uproar, so he had to bow to the pressure and he took them down.
Well, he took them down of his own free will. He wasn't forced to do it. You know, no one actually made him do it. They weren't false flagged or anything. He has taken them down of his own choice. So, you know, he's not really under any actual pressure to do it. He may have felt under peer pressure to do it, but you know, no one's actually forced his hand on this.
But he was wrong. He was wrong, I believe, in taking him down, because everything he said in those videos was true, correct, and very moderate. In fact, when he began the videos, he said he wasn't going after all religion, just the religious extremists, the ones that take the Bible literally and so on. I wouldn't have been so kind.
Well, you see, no, his videos weren't correct. There were no sources, which is a bit of a clue. He didn't post any sources. The other thing is, and Dorian Stratton made a video about this, he pointed this out, in Live Life 8072's video, he makes a comparison between people dancing in a church and what he says are people dancing in a psych ward. But if you look, they're actually people with Down syndrome. Down syndrome is not a psychiatric illness, not a mental illness. Something quite different to that.
I'd say religion does affect everybody in a mental illness level to certain degrees and all. But he took his videos down and he apologized. And when we went over there to defend him, we were attacked by people, one of which said he suffered from a mental illness, and he really went after me.
Hey, does it really surprise you that someone with a real mental illness might just be a little bit offended at people going around saying religious belief is some sort of mental illness? Not think they might think you're trivialising actual mental illness here, misrepresenting it, and misrepresenting some, you know, an issue which has affected their life a lot. You know, does it really surprise you they might be just a bit offended by that?
This mental illness, this God belief, which is a mental illness, which is a virus as some call it, which is a delusion as Dawkins calls it, it affects all of us. And you've got to say it like it is.
Right, Dawkins' comparison of religion to a virus is just that. It's a comparison. And even then, the comparison he was making was more akin to a computer virus. He was saying, like, the brain is essentially the computer, and the virus, like a computer virus, it sort of takes over the brain, invades the brain, if you like, just as a computer virus invades a computer. And he actually makes clear, at least in a television interview I saw, that there's nothing wrong with the brain, just as there's nothing wrong with the computer. It's the virus that comes in. You know, so really this is nothing like a mental illness. What the comparison Dawkins is making doesn't lend any credence to this argument at all.
Regardless of what kind of flack you're going to get, because it affects all of us. Anybody looking at Texas? Looking at what they're doing with women's reproductive rights, where they're attacking it, where if they get their way with this bill, I don't know where it's at. It was defeated initially, and now I think it's back in, or it might have even been passed. But if they get their way, out of something like 25 clinics, I think, women's reproductive rights clinics, all but 3 are going to be shut down. Because that's religious extremists doing God's will. A while back, they tried to do a complete revision of history by writing out Thomas Jefferson out of the Founding Fathers. They were beaten down over that, because Thomas Jefferson, as you know, was, if anything, a deist. And what about talking about the Founding Fathers? According to them, the Founding Fathers were all Christian, when we know that was not true. Most of them were deist. Some, like Benjamin Franklin, I think might have been an atheist. In fact, the most Christian of them, John Adams, railed against religion, because they knew the danger that we're now living under with these people. So if we allow them to get away with this stuff and don't criticize them, then they're just gonna roll all over us.
None of this is of any relevance. The question here is religion a mental illness, not are religious people assholes.
I think Live Life 8082 was wrong in taking those videos down. Through YouTube and look at the videos they make about us. How many times have we been called reprobates? How many times have we been told that because we're atheists, we have to condone the killing of children and all, which is obscene. I mean, they can attack us left and right, but we're not supposed to say anything about them?
Yes, say something about them. Something that's true. Telling lies makes us no better. Are you familiar with the appeal to hypocrisy?
I disagree totally. Maybe I should go back to what I was doing before months ago, where I was posting some of the more batshit crazy of the theists, and then me making comments or poking fun at them. Maybe I should just keep doing that over and over again to show people how insane some of these people really are. In the next segment, I'm going to show you a couple of sites which talk about religion and mental disorder, just for reference points. I went over and I did a search on is religion a mental disorder. On YouTube, you've got all of these and more, of course, hundreds probably, of topics of religion, mental disorder, Bible things, religion, mental illness. I mean, you can keep scrolling down and down and go on YouTube and just do a search, and you'll find volumes of data which parallels what Live Life 8082 was saying, and probably even harsher than what he had to say.
Lots of YouTube videos on the subject in itself means nothing.
But you can do that for yourself. I went over and I went to the, like I said, I did a search here, mental illness symptoms, and as you can see, all different kinds of things. I found the Mayo Clinic one, and it shows the different symptoms of mental disorder. And you can look through here, and you can see a lot of similarities in a lot of these things, and with religion, with particularly these born-again people, withdraw from friends and activities. How many of them have you heard say they've had to remove themselves from the world, the flesh, and the devil? I hear that over and over again. People that have turned on their own families. Over in the xchristian.net, which I said I'm no longer a part of, there was one section which talked about mental illness and the effects that this religion has had on people. People trying to get out of it and people still in it. This thing here, inability to cope with daily problems and stress. I forgot, I've lost count of how many times I've heard people say they've had problems, but they're going to just give it to the Lord to take care of. One person called in a radio program and said she needed prayer because she didn't have enough money for the rent, but she really didn't care about it because she knows it's God's responsibility and not hers. Alcohol and drug abuse. A lot of these people, these born-againers, were former drug users or alcoholics, and some of them still are into it. So you can go through there and you can see different this thing here, detachment from reality, delusions, paranoia, or hallucinations. And that fits religion right to a T, particularly the born-againers. There's another site, it's called www.healthyplace.com, and it's got different characteristics of a mental disorder. I honed in on this one, the delusional disorder, and it's got different examples of it. And this one struck me, the first one, grandiose type, predominantly grandiose delusions. Patient believes that he has a special identity, knowledge, power, self-worth, talent, or relationship to someone famous or to God. And the self-worth. The universe was created just with us in mind. Persecution. They have persecution delusions. They're being treated, drugged, followed, plotted against, slandered. How many times have we seen this with the Christians, the fundamentalists? They're being persecuted against. They're being judged. They're being this. They play the victim card over and over again, even though, as I've said before, they make up 80% of the population in this country.
Right, here's an idea. Rather than using the internet, using search engines to diagnose 80% of the population, here's a better idea, and this is really what you and everyone else who's arguing this should have done from the start. Present a peer-reviewed paper written by a mental health professional that agrees with you. You present that and you win the argument. That's it. You show some peer-reviewed evidence that religion is a mental illness, and we're done. But the fact none of you have, you or Jack Ketch or anyone like that, has done this, to me, speaks volumes. I think if such a paper existed, we'd probably all already have seen it, because it would be very popular, very well read.
So I make no apologies for this. When you talk about this thing about tolerance, where they want us to be tolerant of them, where they're not going to be tolerant of us. Well, Sam Harris, in his an older book, The End of Faith, talks about that, about this myth of tolerance, where that's just another excuse for allowing them to take over everything. He doesn't believe in it at all. He says it's very dangerous, and that'll bring us to the abyss, as he calls it, being tolerant of them. So as I said before, this Live Life 8082 had every right in the world to put what he put out there.
No one's questioning his right. They're questioning whether or not he is right. And the difference, definitely matters. And, the evidence suggests he isn't. That's it. So he's got the right to both bullshit, just as creationists have the right to boast their bullshit. Climate change denialists can boast their bullshit, whatever. People have the right to tell them they're talking absolute crap as well. That's brilliant. It's kind of the way it works.
I think it was a shame that he actually took it down. I'm going to continue going after them. I'm making no apologies. None at all. I plead guilty because, as I said before, I follow the school of the late Christopher Hitchens and other people. You have to go after them. If you don't, they're going to roll right over you. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. And remember, may God bless.
Fine, but do so using facts, not falsehoods. May God and bullshit in general be less.